Just went for it right off the bat.
Impromptu evening.
At least we'll get that one on film, I guess.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Yins Boys podcast on a Thursday evening in Western Pennsylvania. Your hosts, Ken and Neil.
I thought you were going to continue there.
I don't know. I'm just
kind of stalled out.
Pause for dramatic effect. Would you like to, do your part for the opening segment and talk about our website, which is yinsboys.com, or potentially our email, which is therealyinsboys@gmail.com?
Yeah, I could talk about that, but I won't. 412-613-1116.
There you have it. I see that dramatic pause in your voice.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm a little more like flowy with it. You're kind of, it's forced, you're
robotic.
You're forced. It's like the Borat. It's like, this suit is black.
No.
It was one of those.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe it wasn't. The audience can be the judge of that.
Maybe it's because of my Eastern European descent. I don't know. But what I do know is
factor that in.
I am back in town. I am fatter than ever because of all the great food and drink that I had throughout the past half week or so when I was in Williamsburg. But it was a good time. I'm glad to be back, though.
You're preaching to the choir, dude.
Man, it's tough.
I'm a very large man to begin with, but
it's tough when you go on vacation, though. When you see family,
yeah, you have to indulge. That is the other. You can't. I mean, you should be, willpower all the time.
Sure.
But I don't think it's good for you.
But everybody knows that at the end of the days, when you're sitting there on your deathbed, man, all you think about is your friends, your family, the good food, the good drink. There's things that are really important to you. You don't think about oh, dog, I got this cool new timepiece or whatever, it's
we're not going to start this one again, dude. I'm not going to, you just want to get it out of the way now.
Well, I was just using it as an example. I won't care about this when I'm dead. Someone else might care. I'm not really a materialistic kind of guy.
Yeah,
Neil is.
Definitely not. I'm very materialistic.
But I'm not. Sure. This means nothing to me.
This shit means nothing to me, man. Something like that.
It's too funny.
I mean, I wish I could follow it up with some stuff.
But, learn how to. How to do it.
But he didn't even offer to teach me how to do it, though. That's teach a man to fish, dude. Everybody knows that,
dude. He never
dude.
taught me how to fish. There you go.
He don't know much, and he's not going to grow much.
That's true.
Because he don't read.
Yeah, I got a new Citizen. It was a great deal. Actually, so my daughter, we were on eBay, and I was looking, and I saw this nice gold Citizen. It's an entry-level Citizen, Yeah,
what's the exact model?
This is called a Axie. Let's look here. It's imprinted on the back somewhere.
I mean, it should be. It should be on the back of the case.
That's what I'm looking, dog.
It doesn't look like.
Oh, there it is. It's Japan.
The Wongding.
The movement. Actually, sorry, the movement is in Japan's, but it says the rest of the case is U.S.
It starts with an S. What the fuck is it called? Soretta movement or something? I don't know.
It's hard to see. I can't see right now.
I'm not going to pretend to.
Yeah, no big deal. Either way, this is not a big deal at all. It's way less of a deal than the candelier, the calendar that I had last week. But either way, this is a little more Indian, a little gold. My skin's a little too white. I'm European, right? Of European descent, I should say. And I have very white skin, so the gold doesn't fare well. I'm more of a silver kind of guy.
Debatable, but
now I got another one coming here in a couple of weeks that you might blow your tits off. It's crusty. That's all I'm saying.
As a man who buys a lot of firearms and firearms accessories, I'm not going to.
You can't
scold you. I'm not going to scold you for what you're doing.
It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. I get it.
Well, I mean, I would
just fun. Something different to play with and enjoy. It's jewelry, man. It's jewelry. That's really what it is.
I don't wear any jewelry, dude.
You have a nice A model Casio on your wrist, says the master timepiece collector.
Oh, okay.
I know what that is.
Yeah, I'm
because
sure.
I have one too.
Allegedly.
I'll show it to you.
I've never seen it.
I have one.
I've never seen it.
You're the sunglass collector. Speaking of jewelry,
I don't have any.
You have like
the same pair of sunglasses.
30 pairs.
No,
probably more than that. How many do you have?
I don't have. I have like 2.
That's bullshit, dude.
You have all the sunglasses too, dude. I see you rotate like every fucking episode.
I rotate like through 5 to 6 pairs. I know you have more than that. You have like Elton John's.
What happened there, dude?
Because
I noticed that box is a little. Ken's drinking out of the same box of wine, or is this just a different box?
Nope, same box.
Okay.
Because I don't drink that much.
It looks a little for the people who aren't watching. The box is a little rough.
It's covered in mud.
Pooped up.
It's still half full. So today we got home from Williamsburg, which I would like to talk about. But we got home. My wife worked. So it's me and the kiddo here playing around. And I figured, what the hell? I'm still on vacation. I'm not back to work yet. Mm-hmm. I got that nice black box of wine.
It was a nice day today, too.
Yeah, I busted it out, and she wanted to go on an ATV ride, quad ride. So slopped it up, took it through the woods, and
did you let her drive it, dude?
No, of course, yeah. But good. I can't let her drive.
I'm not driving.
You know what I mean?
She's steering, quote unquote.
She's learning her left and right. That's really what I'm saying.
That's you got to instill. That at a young age.
Exactly. And she's getting to that point now where she realizes, hey, don't hit the camper or don't hit that tree. She's like, I
can turn to avoid this.
Yes.
Now I know how this works.
But she says it out loud. Oh, don't hit that. Meaning that like she has spatial awareness, you know?
She's actively
thinking
through the process of how
and I'm like,
close.
All I'm thinking is, geez, fucking Christ, you sound like my wife. I'm not gonna fucking hit that.
She's like a passenger. Yeah, but I've said that too, and I've fucking mushed things. So like, I can't really talk any shit. I mean, I've had for the amount of dumb shit I've done, I'm got a good ratio going.
Yeah,
knock on wood.
Yeah,
something.
I got a pretty good ratio myself. Although I did
ratio.
I got for the first time in my life, because I came back from vacation, got all my bulk mail that was back. I got from Girard, Ohio. Girard, Ohio. From the Girard Police Department, a camera ticket in the mail. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I have no idea. Like, it truly...
It could be a scam.
Wasn't. Figured it out. But yes, that shit does happen. After further evidence, and they show you the picture of the trucker right on it, I'm like, that's me doing 90 and a 65.
Is it a speed camera?
Yep, speed camera. I didn't know there was one out there. It's right on... I'll tell you off air.
No, tell everybody.
Oh, it's on 80, exit 227.
I was going to say...
And technically, it's like Hubbard, I guess, Ohio.
That's illegal in some states. Well, in Pennsylvania, at least now. Well, in Pittsburgh, you can do the red light cams now. They're going to do that. But
this is bullshit, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's like...
So...
that... If there's nobody to witness the fucking... Like, I don't know.
Well, there was...
but it's a survey.
They put an officer's signature on it, meaning that somebody's monitoring the camera when it's happening.
No.
Or at least whenever...
Somebody looked at the pictures and just signs the fucking box.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know how it works. But all I'm saying is I got it. And to be honest with you...
Well, how much was it?
Oh, I should be grateful, but I shouldn't be grateful because they want you to be grateful because it was cheaper. Like, I've had...
how much was it, guy?
Well, that's one. Let me pull it up. So I've had 10 over tickets in the past in Pennsylvania be to the amount of $300 because of EMS charge and all the other stuff they throw on it, which is bullshit, but we can debate that another time. This was out the door, if you will, tax, title, transfer for $139. Unacceptable, though, because I could have bought another, at least a down payment on another citizen timepiece. But that's what I came back to when I came back from Williamsburg, Virginia.
So, number one, some bullshit.
Surveillance
state stuff. Like,
I'll show you. It's pissed me off, dude. Like right there, plain as day. They show you.
It's one of those things. We should have speed limits, but also speed limits are for the lowest common denominator. Like, piece of shit on the road. The fucking 70s clapped shitbox jalopy, if you will. But anyways, that's bullshit. If there's no cop there to see you do it. But it's interesting because, like I said, I think it's illegal in Pennsylvania unless they have like, I think they have to have it's marked like speed cameras in use. Like there's a Jeep, I think, because I've seen them before, but they have to like, it's like a DUI checkpoint.
Yeah, like
we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But it's like they have to notify you a certain distance from the camera itself. It has to be marked.
That's very possible. They might have to set up a vehicle with a sign that says
speed camera. It says speed camera ahead.
Now, other states, that's not true.
Yeah. Well, some of that's
just knowing for me traveling.
You just got a fucking ticket, guy. I would think.
But that was from something different. That was literally from September 19 that I saw in the mail. And I know.
No, I'm saying just.
But you mean in general?
Yeah.
Because I just left the state. But yeah, the one I just got was a month ago.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing.
They don't.
What I'm saying is they don't have any. Oh, there's a speed camera here. It might be camera like speed enforced by camera or
maybe
aircraft would be pretty based, but
yeah, yeah. I don't fucking.
Yeah, definitely.
I just
very cool. They
don't care enough to take care of the situation. This is what pissed me off the most is like, hey, here's the posted speed limit. We have a speed limit because it's dangerous to people around you and yourself.
And it is.
But let me send you a ticket a month later instead of pulling you over at that time, because that is enforcing the law.
Yeah,
enforcing the law is not ticketing you 1 month later.
That's revenue collection, essentially.
So fuck the police, like I said before. Fuck everything that you do, because you've never once helped me out of a situation. That's all I have to say.
No,
all you've ever done is fucking took money from me. So.
You can't say that because that's not necessarily the police. That's
I don't know. It's a Girard Police Department right on the fucking letter that came in the mail.
That's not an individual police officer. It
is. That's the one that signed it.
Absolutely. I'm not saying there's not bad.
I know. I know what you're saying.
In the system that we live in right now. Absolutely.
They signed up to be cops.
Yeah, I would too. If it sounds like we could do a fucking number on the highway patrol, dude.
I'm sure. Sit there with.
Imagine because they get to steal like what's the proceeds of crime stuff, like there's some forced confiscation of like money and shit that they can do, civil asset forfeiture.
Oh yeah, they do that in airports all the time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you're traveling with cash or valuables, like bro, they can steal that shit. A nice watch like that.
Wow. Well, not this watch, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's true. They can do that shit, and it's fucking insane.
That's police state shit. That's the shit that Alex Jones has been talking about for how long?
And that is like at the end of the day, you need a police force or somebody to keep the peace in, because we need rule of law too. Like you have to have that for society.
Yeah.
Or at least basic rules. But really, everybody should be able to police themselves.
True, but what you need is the Wild Wild West, where you have there's sheriffs in town, right?
Yeah, but
and they're there to
everybody else knows each other, and
that's right.
Also has a gun.
Yeah. And guess what? If you were
in the blast, like people back in the day, like
it happened.
I don't know if it happened as much because people were just nicer and politer, and like there wasn't as many.
There was outlaw shit that happened,
absolutely.
Man. Like,
there still is today.
Yeah, but it's not as cool. Like you don't call them outlaws today. You call them blacks today.
Whoa! I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that.
It is a joke, though. But I mean, there's just as many.
I think it's African American, is what you meant to say.
No,
that's what I think. You got to specify. Because you can be like a Kamala Harris.
Technically, I was an outlaw.
She's Jamaican.
I was an outlaw. I busted the speed limit in Girard, Ohio.
Oh, technically, well, that's more.
So I'm an outlaw.
You're more of like a.
I made a joke.
Like a femboy outlaw. You know, that's what I could envision that, you know. Out in Girard.
Femlaw.
Gerard Butler's fucking femboy cave.
His fem cavern.
That's his, you know, his inverted penis. His fem cavern. He got the bottom surgery, dude. That's why we call him Janice Butler.
Butt front.
I can't. Like I said, we have to make fun of everybody on this show.
Sure,
I feel like
even
ourselves. Like
I make fun of myself all the time.
We are pretty funny.
I make fun of myself in the sense that we do this podcast because all I do is just talk about
shit all
dumb
day.
shit that I do. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fun. I enjoy doing it.
You know, yeah, I enjoy it too.
Get to hang out with my boy
for sure. Yeah.
You know. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know, but let's move on. So I went. And this episode is not all about me. There's plenty of stuff we have to talk about.
Not all about me.
But
no, I'm curious to hear about your trip.
So it was great. It started off. It actually started off pretty decent too. But I got through the mountains of Pennsylvania. I've been meaning to tell you this.
It's a fucking. For people that don't know, it's a fucking. The Appalachians. Well, some of the roads, at least.
It's rough out there.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
The speeds that you can get up to and like going downhill and shit. It's and the turns, it's very recipe for disaster if you're not appropriately
for sure
trained or at least a decent driver. Or just be careful if you're a woman. For sure.
Or Chinese.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're both, I mean, God help us all. You know? But
jokes again, people. But
that's more of like a stereotype, and it's kind of, I don't want to say true, but there's a lot of Asians around me that go to the universities and stuff, and
probably CMU. There's all kind of
they're bad drivers, like 100%. But all everybody who drives in the city is.
Yeah,
even I am at sometimes.
I don't know, man.
Rarely.
I think Pittsburgh is not as bad after just a quick jaunt in Williamsburg and Virginia as a whole. Like,
absolutely
terrible.
Absolutely.
On 95, for fuck's sake.
Bill and Drew, everybody.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too. But so let me get back to it. So I was in the mountains of Pennsylvania. I was roughly about, if I remember correctly, and Jacqueline she can fact check if I'm wrong here, but I was like 20 miles west of Somerset. Right, yeah. So that'd be like, is it Ligonier? Maybe am I thinking of the right area?
From Somerset,
I don't know. Either way, I know I was before I got to the Flight 93 Memorial, which is in Somerset. I was probably a half hour.
You're probably right in that
on
area.
the Pike. Somewhere there, whatever, mountainous terrain, right?
Like, that's the Appalachian.
Part of the turnpike,
light hills.
Yeah. Well,
there's bigger stuff out there, but
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
This was hilly. It's hilly,
pretty good, man. Like pretty good cliffy too around some of the.
Oh, you can
roads,
bro. We should. Well, I have a bike. John has a bike.
I don't have one anymore.
He has multiple bikes, actually.
I have multiple watches.
Well, you can borrow his bike, and he can borrow your watch.
It's not worth it.
Anyways, we could really tear it up out there, dude. I remember me and John. There's been a couple really. You were never there, but a couple nasty rides.
So I'm heading out to.
We could tear it up. Is all I'm saying.
We could.
We should.
We'll consider it.
I'll consider it. If anybody has ever heard Ken say, "I'll consider it," just understand that's a polite no. It's a polite no. Is really what it is.
I'm gonna buy another motorcycle, dog, and I will.
He'll consider it.
I will.
He'll consider it.
How many have I had already? I'll get another one.
A couple. But yeah, but it's gonna be a bike that just sits here. You just sit on it. It might not even start. Like the battery's gonna be dead. Just like every other bike you've ever owned.
It's possible.
It's probable.
Fuck you.
I'm just history repeats itself.
The point is, I'm not going to get another bike.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. You're just not going to tear it up with us. He'll consider that. For sure. He'll consider it.
Highly, severely consider it.
I appreciate the feedback, and I'll take that into consideration into my decision.
Exactly. So, let me finish my story, fuck. All right, so
I'm waiting to hear all your stories.
I'd say about half hour from Somerset or Ligonier, whatever the fuck I just said. Somewhere out.
You're probably past Ligonier, almost to Somerset.
Something like that.
Whatever.
Somewhere like South Center State.
Yeah, right? You're starting to get into the center of the state.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
From the west.
So it's coming up one of those hilly terrains we were talking about. And then down over another bend. I wish I had a mile marker for you because this was crazy. And everybody truck was sleeping. My daughter's sleeping.
Yeah, because what time is this? You left early, I'm assuming.
Not super early.
But call it like 9.
So to them, it would have been like, I don't know.
It would have probably been 10,
something like that for where we are. Whatever. Excuse me. They wanted to sleep anyhow, so I don't blame them. I'm doing my thing. It's better that way. So I'm doing my thing, and I'm coming around this bend and coming down the hill, and there's a cliff on the right, and the road goes to the left. And to your left was the other part of the mountain, if you will. It is mountains. This is how they're cut through them. They're
glorified hills, but
they're
it's
technically mountains,
but it's still the angles you can get are still very steep.
Oh my, very steep. Yeah. So
they're just not as high.
Call them hills if you want. I don't want to go down them.
They are mountains, but they're.
Yep. So I'm coming around this hill down the hill to the left.
It's a mountain.
To the right is the cliff. To the left's the higher part of the mountain.
The peak.
And
some would say
about 200 yards in front of me, and I'm doing 70. No big deal. Whatever.
That's zooming.
Yeah.
For that type, it's a 2-lane road, right?
It is. Right there it is. Yep. I see it looked like a little dirt devil, like Twister.
Yeah.
And it's definitely because of the mountainous terrain, how the winds travel up the hills.
Well, the road, there's trees. It's probably a tree line.
No, zero trees.
Oh,
this is one of those spots where it was just cliff-like.
Okay. Yeah. It's not a forested.
No.
Okay.
And again, like Dirt Devil, they happen all the time. You see them out here anywhere on the roads in Pittsburgh. Like
in the driveway of your fucking
you see
house.
Them. Tiny though. But no, this one I saw, it was like, it was a Dirt Devil, but it went up more than I could see from my cab. It was real weird. It came up. So from the cliff, I watched it come up the cliff. And again, it's about 200 yards away from me. Going 70, so keep in mind the processing of my brain.
It's coming at you.
So it's coming up. I see it. And it was out of the sight of my cabs. I couldn't see how tall it was. It was kind of like whitish, and that makes sense because of a lot of the cinder and everything that was around there getting sucked up.
The brake dust.
Yeah, everything.
Whatever. Asbestos.
Everyone's sleeping, and I see it, and I still have enough time where I see it building, and I'm looking. I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's kind of cool!" Like it looked like a tornado. Yeah. Like it was funny because it looked like a miniature tornado because I couldn't see the top of it, and I saw it just like the fucking Wile E. Coyote and what's the
the Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, and was it? They call him the Dirt Devil? Was that his name?
No, that's you're thinking of the Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, Tasmanian Devil. Yeah.
That's who you're thinking.
Like it coming up the hill. And I was like, oh, just come up right up the hill. So I'm getting closer and it's getting bigger. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. And it went fast. Like I was just right time, right place. I was like, oh shit, that's going to come across the road. And it was strange because normally those little Dirt Devils or little like microburst type things, they're just like in the dust real quick. They dissipate. Well, this was actually gaining and building steam while I was traveling towards it. And this is all happening very short amount of time. Yeah. And I'm like, that fucking thing's going to hit my truck. And there's like people in front of me, people behind me. And this thing went, I see all the brake lights in front of me all hit at the same time. And behind me, I see people start to, go behind.
Yeah.
Like a further distance behind me. Yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to go through it. I have a brush guard. So like,
it's not going to fuck your shit up.
This is where it screwed me up because I did not expect this. I almost lost this vehicle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was that big?
I'm telling you.
It was that big?
And I'm so mad at Jacqueline about this too, because they're sleeping and no one confirmed my story. I'm sober as a bird.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you're wrong.
This fucking thing, I did, but not at this time.
Oh,
but
bro,
I wish I did. This thing rocked me, dude. Yeah, this thing came up and it put me to the side.
Yeah,
and then I straightened out. I wouldn't say 90 degrees. I didn't fucking get rocked like an ice rink. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it jostled you around.
It jostled me to the point where I almost lost control of the vehicle. I'll put it that way.
That's for you. That's fair.
I'm a seasoned driver.
I'm not saying you're not. You are. You definitely, you can handle yourself. I mean, me personally, I would have just inverted the bird and landed it safely, but that's
I didn't expect it.
I probably just would have taken that like a shortcut across the mountain.
All I'm saying is I disrupted the
you busted it up.
The microburst.
Busted it up. It's like when people shoot the hurricanes.
Yeah, so I saved all the people behind me. I saved them.
Well, you're basically, I mean, they owe you compensation financially is what it sounds like to me.
All I'm saying is to make this story somewhat justifiable, I've never experienced anything like this ever, and it was just a one-time thing for me. And it was amazing. And then Jacqueline woke up, and I was like, "You guys almost were not alive,
died, smushed."
I meant that because the way I hit it, I white knuckled. After I went through it.
It's definitely, if it's as big as you're saying it was.
Oh, it rocked me.
It's scary,
but it was quick.
Was your vehicle damaged at all?
No damage.
No, like nothing. Like, did you hear it get peppered with shit? Like,
oh yeah, 100%. I mean, there was tons of like cinders and other stuff that
that's what I'm saying.
Through. Like, but keep in mind, I was going 70. It was coming at me at like
closing speed.
5.
You don't have to fucking.
I don't know. Like it was.
Well, it was probably a little faster than that.
Well, the twirl was fast, but the movement of it was slow.
Well, that's like measuring your dick, dude.
I measure from the asshole. I don't know about you.
I'm saying. It's like, what are you talking about right now? Is what I'm saying.
No, I've never put it.
You should know about closing speed. You're a plane guy.
It's called closing rate, but yes.
Yeah, if speed rate, it's the same. I'm talking about a measurement guy. Don't matter.
All right. So if someone's coming at you at 5 miles an hour and you're traveling at 5 miles an hour towards it, that there's a closing rate of 10 miles an hour. That's how it works. Yeah. But whatever.
But what if I'm moving at 10 miles an hour and you're moving away from me at 5 miles an hour?
Well, there's a closing rate of 5 miles an hour then.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did you check your math?
Yes.
It's true.
Calm.
I'm just making sure you're not just throwing out an answer, guy.
No. But I just never had anything like that. Just let me experience this without degrading me.
No, I love it. I'm amazed. I'm still amazed. I gotta give you a hard time. That's what I'm saying. You have a dash cam, and you couldn't even capture it on film.
Yeah.
That's like me saying I saw a Bigfoot. Even though I've done that before.
That's how it happens.
I didn't even get him on film.
But that's how it happens.
I know. It's the same thing. Believe me, we're in the same boat here. You don't got to tell me.
Pisses me off. Yeah, it rocked me.
Like a hurricane.
Like a microburst.
Lean.
Like a tiny dust devil.
Yeah.
It rocked
me. Really, like I said, it tore you up, basically. Really ruined your vacation right off the bat.
Yeah.
Can't sit down the whole time.
It didn't ruin anything. This is the point of the story I was trying to get at. So we passed it, whatever. Mm-hmm. The girls are still sleeping, and we go another half hour or so. Jacqueline woke up. Oh, where are we? XYZ. He's like, you didn't sleep very long. If you were trying to sleep through the trip, we didn't make it that far. We're
late active.
Yeah, talking conversation. I was like, dude, we almost died. This is what we were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. We almost died. We hit like a microburst. That's the only way I can call it. I think it's a microburst. I don't know what that's actually called. It sounds
like it was the perfect assimilation of weather.
Something.
That
it was the
slope.
Mountains.
That's what I'm saying.
It was the mountains that had that air that rushes up.
Yeah, it was a certain atmospheric condition.
Yeah.
But it's probably happened before. I guarantee.
Probably, probably. Maybe not in the same spot, or maybe in the same spot.
I guarantee you the same spot.
More or less.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure that's what this is why they put. Well, I think it's just the feature of the land. Is how that works. If the wind comes from that way all the time, it's going to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, probably.
Relatively speaking.
So Jacqueline was like, "Bullshit, that didn't happen." And then
see, that would just
she was in the vehicle.
Bro, I get it. You can say that didn't happen, but you were asleep. So you can't really say that it didn't happen.
I want to say, how did you not feel the vehicle? Is all I'm saying. Because
bro, I don't know. When I'm zonked, I'm fucking.
That is true.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
especially in the car, because you're getting jostled around. Your body.
You're already used to that.
You kind of your sensitivity's turned down a little bit.
Sure.
Because you're all hunky junky. He's not very smooth.
I'm what?
Well, he's honky tonk for sure today, at least. But What the fuck were we talking about? You driving? Yeah. You're a good driver.
It was fine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving you shit, guy.
Yeah, and of course, and Jacqueline, I wish was too, but I don't think she believes it.
No, but I
tried to explain the whole situation for the next 10 miles. Like, hey, this is what happened. She was like, oh, cool. Very cool story. Can I go back to sleep now?
See, that's also cool. She also could have also been like very tired and like not fully awake. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm sleeping in the car, like and she's a woman, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know how that works. I don't know what the warm up time is there. You know,
like you sing for a woman's brain.
Yeah. Well, because mine takes a second when I start up in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm jostled awake, and then it's different story. Then you're all.
Are you saying
there's a boot time? Yeah.
How long's your boot time?
Maybe like 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
How long's a woman's?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. I'm posing the question. I just think
very
the
sexist
science
of you.
No, it's not sexist. It's science. I'm just curious.
It's probably close to the same, I bet. Now it's probably different.
No, because men are way stronger than women, though. So
yes.
Yeah, we have to be the protectors. We have to be the protectors. So we're more alert.
I know there's a lot of twink men that are way weaker than a lot of butch women that I know too. No, so like, it's case by case.
It's universally men. You can't. The exception doesn't make the rule, dude.
No, you're right. But I'm just telling you.
I'm not saying you're not, but like we can argue because I have a good example that I'm not going to bring up right now, but we'll talk about it.
Okay.
After the pod.
Yeah, it's all good. But all I'm saying is that the generalities are always true.
That's how you have to, if you're going to ever do anything in life, like bet on the fucking odds.
Sure.
And you can make your own odds. That's the other part about it. It's like just putting in the work, but
yeah.
What were we talking about? Anyways, men are universally stronger than women.
I agree with that.
On a case-by-case basis, obviously there's going to be...
I don't even have to agree. That's just a fact. As a whole,
nobody can disagree with it. We're just built different. We're different, you know? And Ken's gay.
I'm not gay.
Well, he's curious, I should say.
I've never been curious about it.
He's curious, George, dude. I've seen him eat a banana. He's very curious.
Never been curious about it once.
Never once.
I know what I like. I've seen it before.
Well, you can't see it because it's, from behind. You're not going to see it, you know.
I have nothing against the gays. I'm not into it.
I kind of do.
Well, you have a lot of gay friends.
They think they're better than the straights.
Oh, that's I know.
The thing. There's a little bit of an elitist vibe, which is fine.
It's cool.
And it's well deserved to some degree because the gays are normally, very.
Here's the cool thing:
people,
that they can feel elitist all they want, but they just die off pretty easily.
Well, that's the thing. We were talking about this the other day. It's to really, burn out and to fade away.
Yeah, you have a nice big tall flame.
Oh, it's burning bright,
flaming, sure. And that's great. But
it might extinguish. You never. It's like a
unless you're trying to make
candle burns twice as bright or whatever.
If you're gonna make little gay babies, then
gabies is what they're called.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. That's normal nomenclature.
I don't know that stuff. You like the gay culture more than
cool.
I do.
They're cool.
Yeah. But it's just you like it more than I do.
Yeah, probably.
What I'm trying to say is that they're not gonna. They can't reproduce. They can, but they can't reproduce the way we do. Like we can do it fast and in droves.
Yeah. But there might be a time. They know.
They reproduce by diddling. And
I think that's a big part of it, but I can't. There's too many. It's a case. You can talk about
there. You have it. Yeah, you're right.
Or is it biological, or is it your environment? Like that's the whole,
yeah.
You can. I think
nature nurture.
Right? Yeah, I think there's good evidence on both sides. I think it's just a person by person. It's just like, bro, why is a person going to be a fucking? It's just how the fucking cards you're dealt and your genetics. Like that's really at the end of the day.
I think there's a lot of grooming in the.
Oh no, I'm not saying that's not a thing. 100%. But what I'm saying is I don't have the data to say that that's true.
Would you say you have enough data?
I would say that a lot of kids get diddled. Too many kids get diddled.
Yeah. One is too many, in my opinion.
Well, I mean,
I'm saying
he rapes, but he saves. He saves more than he rapes. That was like Diddy. He saved more than he raped.
I doubt it. Would you say? I forgot. This is an important question.
Yeah.
Would you say? Fuck.
What about it's about like one is too many. It was the point I think that you had made or you had said.
It's gone now, but we'll move past it. If it comes up again, I'll ask it.
I'll ask. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So you hit this microburst. Your wife disagreed with you, obviously, and I would be annoyed. That would fucking annoy me.
Yeah. Whatever.
Just so you know, Jack,
I was like, bark, shut up, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Then I kept driving.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did.
Well, I would hope so.
There's no. I'd say for having a 4-year-old. And
how was the pee stops and like bladder stops?
One time.
Wow, that's impressive.
I didn't need to. I mean, I did. No, I was there, but
that's impressive.
Power through, yeah.
That's impressive.
Yep. One for a 4-year-old. One for
your wife.
How old is she? 35.
4. No.
How old are you?
She's a year younger than me, isn't she?
I thought you guys were in the same class.
We are, but I think. I think she's a year younger.
Yeah, you're probably right. 34.
So she'd be 33.
33. Whatever, doesn't matter. A woman had to take one stop over the course of 7 hours. Not that's bad.
Like I said. Well, the more people who are in the vehicle, the more chances you have of having to stop.
Yeah, for sure.
So anything over yourself, like it's easy. I go out, gas, piss, eat, and I'm out.
Yeah,
simple. But
most of my stops are because I want to.
Well, I mean,
I gotta piss. I also like if I'm here, I'm gonna grab a bite, like you said.
Yeah, I'll grab a single, tall boy.
I'm gonna grab more than one.
Well, but that's for later though.
Yeah,
not for now.
Right.
Speaking of, no. I want you to. I want to hear all your fucking stories first before I bring up the news.
I don't know if I have any other stories. This pepper and mint, that was the big one I wanted to say. But yeah, we got there. It was fine. We went to Busch Gardens.
Well, so what?
Very badass.
Have any good meals, or did you do anything fucking cool? I saw some pictures of you and your dog. Like it was pretty funny.
Went to a couple restaurants down there. Went to a couple museums. What
was the best thing you ate? Like what was
best thing I ate? Whew. So
we're getting old. We got to talk about this.
Yeah, and I'm upset about it because I don't eat red meat anymore.
No,
and not to say don't eat it anymore.
You haven't in a long time.
Yeah, and I don't
plan on it.
I just put it on the pedestal right now is all. So I intentionally wanted a burger. I haven't had a burger in 6 months, call it. And we were at was it the mushroom place? Whatever. We were down in Colonial Williamsburg, and they had a burger there, and I got it, and it was good, but I didn't get my nut. You know what I mean? Like I felt like after that long, I haven't had like I've had turkey burgers.
Yeah, so
I had a real burger.
Well, how was it?
It was fine. It was good. Like don't get me wrong, it was fine, but I didn't.
It didn't give you the satisfaction.
Yeah, I thought I was looking for something.
So maybe you thought you were missing out on something, but it really wasn't.
Maybe
what you thought, or maybe you used to romanticize it as, whatever.
Exactly. Maybe. But
and also tastes change over time. Like people, it's a very real thing. People change over time, like in your taste, even like in everything. Like you're a watch guy now. I mean, he's always been one. He's always been one.
I just didn't know it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's discovered it's like coming out of the closet, basically.
I mean, Costas would love my watch collection.
Oh, I'm sure he would love to see it.
I'll text him later.
David would too.
Oh. Either way, I still mentally romanticize about a beef hamburger.
Yeah.
Nice one. Built like medium rare, big fat patty, a buttery brioche bun with all the fucking toppings, dude. Like, I'm dribbling about it.
You lost me a medium rare guy.
Oh, I love medium rare beef.
It's got to be very rare, dude.
But ground beef, I don't.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not. It's a sign. I mean, if you get sick, you're kind of. I don't know. I think you should. You can eat raw meat.
I think humans can eat raw meat. Yes, I agree with that.
You know,
but I think that who prepares it decides whether you're
absolutely.
sick or not.
I'm not gonna order fucking a rare like a blue burger from a fucking.
I wouldn't
food
do it.
truck or something. No, you know what I mean? Like something like that. Like obviously, it would have to be at a actual restaurant,
bro. If you go, dude,
and they're always going to not give you. They're going to play it on the side of caution.
The only way I'd ever eat a blue burger, blue ground beef is from no. Like if you go from a local people, like where I buy my beef.
I know.
You get the farmer's beef. He grinds it. And as long as he's not sharing that grinder with poultry or anything else, like you know him personally.
Yeah, but he shits in there sometimes.
He doesn't shit in the fucking meat, dude. He doesn't shit in the cow's mouth.
Well,
shit in a cow's open wound. He just takes the You might shit and then take his shitty fingers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could just be like some Indian guy cooking your food, you know?
It could be.
What if he's outsourced? Maybe he's just the one white guy who just comes out to talk to you.
Look, every single person.
Every meat processing plant. No. Maybe they're Haitian, dude, or Dominican.
Let me tell you something right now. This is a PSA. Every human being that you know touches their asshole.
I've never.
Just saying, if someone tells you they never, that means they do it more.
That means they do it all the time.
Yeah. So
I don't know, that's pretty cool.
It's
that's pretty cool.
It's all about
if you're gay, it's pretty cool. You know,
it's all about who has the hygienics, who is hygienic, or what's the hygiene like. Listen, man.
And I agree.
I touch my dick, balls, and ass all the time, dude. That's what I do.
All the time.
I'm doing it right now. But before I touch another human, I make sure they're clean. I wash them.
Let the record
I use hand
show.
sanitizer.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, you record. Yeah, but you didn't know the dude that you bought a beef burger off of was like.
Well, no, I know. I've pissed.
He was gooning in the kitchen.
I've pissed at your house plenty of times and not washed my hands, and I know you have done the same fucking thing too. So don't try to act like a saint over here, the cleanliest saint. And sorry for airing our dirty laundry out here, but that's why I love coming up here.
Have I not washed my hands after pissing? Yes, but sometimes I don't even touch my penis.
But I wouldn't prepare food.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I wouldn't prepare food after doing that.
Yeah,
you know, like
Now there's one thing I will say. Can I at least air this laundry? I have never went without washing my hands after I took a shit. Not once. I don't trust poop.
That's fair, and I've done the same thing. Like
I trust pee a little more, you know.
Well, I mean, I can at least wash my hands in it.
Yeah,
At the very least,
they don't ever say, "Hey, I got bit by jellyfish. I have to shit on you."
Well, maybe you never know. Never say never. But it might be like a Diddy.
There's no ailment when they say, "Oh, quick, shit on him." So that's because
you never know.
It's disgusting. Like piss, though.
If you're Indian, maybe you know.
I still think peeing's disgusting. Like no, like I want everybody to wash their hands.
It's more sanitary than shit.
Definitely, dude.
You know.
Oh, he got bit by jellyfish. Shit on him, dude. Everybody, who's gonna shit here?
I could probably squeeze something out. You know. Because I'm kind of, I'm prepared at all times to do anything. Shit, piss, nut.
Everything's on deck.
Everything's ready. It's one in the chamber.
You're dangerous. Loaded gun. Yeah.
It's a hair trigger. It's a hair trigger.
He's going to explode at any second.
I'm going to explode all over the place.
Dude, that room would stink.
Oh, definitely would. It would stain it up for sure. What are we talking about?
I don't fucking know, dude.
So Ken shit his pants. I think is what he said. Is that what she said?
No, I have, but that's
irrelevant. What I'm saying is, if I want like a medium rare or a rare burger,
Yeah.
You have to ask for it like raw, basically.
That's true.
Because that will get you. Because if you ask for medium rare, it's going to be medium.
Yeah.
You know, same idea.
I'm just saying personally, I wouldn't.
It depends. I mean, you shouldn't.
I only get medium rare with ground beef out in public. Now, if you source it from a farmer, like I buy a half cow or a quarter cow, and I split a half cow with someone, so I get all the beef locally from a farm here. And not everybody has that option or that ability, so I get it. But like, I trust it a lot more. It could happen to me just as much as it can happen to you.
It happened to you. Because it happened to me.
The biggest thing is, are you taking that beef? Are you grinding it in the same grinder?
Well, that's the thing
with poultry.
No,
right?
no. Well, steak.
That's the biggest reason why.
A whole piece of meat is inherently less surface area for bacteria and shit.
True. That's really what it is.
Right. That's really what it is.
It's not really what it is. That is a big portion of it.
It is. No, that's almost everything. Because because
that's ground meat. No. Anything ground is way more disgusting, dude. They fucking ammonia wash it.
Well, hold on. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just the process of something spoiling or being spoiled or bacteria getting into it. There's way more surface area. It's been touched a million times.
100% agreeable.
As opposed to only the surface of a piece of meat.
Yeah.
This is why they 100%. Dry age stuff and cure shit, and you can eat it.
You're 100% right. Seriously, you are.
Thank you.
But what I mean...
Can you hit the soundboard, please?
So, what I mean, though, is... ground is inherently more dangerous because of the same grinders being used for all meats.
Absolutely. That's just another fact. What I'm saying is all things being equal.
Yeah.
Like at a baseline.
You
grind anything up, your chance of something getting in there exponentially higher.
Put it up.
You know, and you can wash off a piece of meat, but you can't wash off ground meat.
You can grow your hair real long, but it ain't gonna cover that red neck. That's all I'm saying.
It's deer day.
Yeah. Holy shit. So, but either way, I'm still eat it. I still eat medium rare ground beef.
Yeah. I mean,
I eat medium. I eat rare turkey.
See, poultry is even. I think poultry is probably the most risky thing there is, just because they shit. Like
pork too, though. Pork is real bad.
Same thing. Yep. Just the conditions that the animals are in, and like the thing if they're on their skin and stuff. Like it
could get in there. Disgusting.
Cows now, like I said, it's the same thing, but like
sure.
I don't know. It's anything, but I think poultry it's higher risk.
The thing is, I love in my mind. Chicken that's right on the edge of being say they say what 165 for excess of 5 minutes.
That's more dangerous than like a rare red meat.
Yeah, I know. I'll never disagree with that, but there's something about chicken on that tender level.
Yeah,
it's the instant it turns white. So I'm not like eating it pink, right?
We're on the same page here.
It's that as soon as it turns white, like eat it.
See, I don't know. It really just depends on what you're doing. You know, am I pulling this? Like, am I going to make some?
Yeah, that's true. But a big slab, fat slab of fucking breast, right? Or even a tenderloin.
Like an Abby Shapiro.
Oh, those huge fucking Jew milkers. Hell yeah, dude.
You can say that.
Hell yeah, I can.
Hell yeah, I can.
You were talking about poultry and look at the beak on her.
Whoa, Ray, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that, dude.
Well, I'm just tying it all together. I'm like that fucking rug.
You were set up for it. You can't
ties the room together. You know?
Oh, wolf cola, everybody. The cola of anti-Semitism.
I'm pro-Semite, if anything.
Me too, dude. You're going to tell me.
Abby Shapiro's hot. Why would I want the Jews to go away when they produce so much specimens
ample breast
like her? Oh. You ever see the fucking people that took her pictures and made memes out of them, did whatever?
Oh, yeah.
And enhanced the breast?
Oh, there's all sorts of AI edits you can fucking do nowadays. It's just...
They're already huge, and they made them go down to her feet.
Well, I mean, that's a little excessive, I think. Did I just drop my phone?
I think it's possible. You can take a look, though.
Keep talking about Abby Shapiro, dude.
I'll never stop.
Well, I mean, I'll never stop talking about one.
There's something about a Jewish woman that is very.
You're gonna stick on the topic, or
you were asking me. Abby Shapiro.
Okay, go ahead. You can riff here. You can riff.
There's something about her.
Just keep it tame. Don't get canceled.
A dismissive woman, a Jewish person. Like, think about.
Oh, you're talking about like where she's like bullying like Ben Shapiro.
Yes. Yeah. So like, it's the same thing as like, you ever go into a bank and try to take out a loan and
never.
They deny you. Like that. They
wouldn't deny me.
Your credit score is not where it needs to be.
No, because I mean, I'm of the faith.
Well, you don't have the right.
I don't look. Well, I mean, maybe I get a little rhinoplasty, a little enlargement. You know what I'm saying? Enhance myself a little bit, not a lot. You know, just make it more full, and you know, it's like so I can hit the mic. You know what I'm saying? Then I think I would get a better rate, right?
They wouldn't give you the loan at all. The officer would look right at you. The loan officer looks right at you.
Simply shoot you in disgust.
You ask me for money? You would ask me for money.
Me, the bank. That's kind of their job, dude.
It is.
Just saying. What were we talking about? Abby Shapiro?
I don't know. Like everything, we just botch it.
No, I thought that was funny. It really tied the room together.
Abby Shapiro's tits, everybody.
I mean, it just keeps coming up.
They keep getting bigger too.
I think they're only going to get larger, and I mean, it's like an ever expanding like the universe. Like they're going to continue to expand.
Do you think Ben did one of these, dude?
Oh, I guarantee you, all those memes, like they come from a place of there's got to be some truth there. You know, there has to be. He's just such a fucking weird dude.
I like him.
I don't. He's way too pro-Israel.
Well, I just like him because he's a little like firecracker. A little.
Yeah. No, he talks very fast, and he does make good points, but at the same time, I think like he misses the greater point of like.
Well, you're right. The pro-Israel thing, and not to say that I'm not pro-Israel, but I mean he's so pro that he puts American policy below Israel.
Yeah. And if he is Jewish, like so fair.
Why wouldn't you?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not. I can't argue with that, but my tax dollars just.
Do you think he has a hog on him?
No.
Well, look at Abby Shapiro's tits. Like, I just think, does that work that way?
That is one of like the notorious thing about like all white people, and they're like some of the whitest of white people.
What do you mean?
They got small dicks.
Well, what I'm trying to say is Abby Shapiro had huge milkers on her.
Yeah.
Don't you think like that translates to a big hog for the male?
I don't think so. We'd have to pull the stats on that, but I don't think so. I really don't. I think it's there's a stereotype about it,
About Jews and tiny penises?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just, I mean, like I said, we could pull the stats, like if we had to. I'm not going to because I don't really.
We used to have a Jamie here, and we don't have him anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, we did have a computer too at one point in time.
You lost it.
Well, at least now we have video. That's cool.
Shapiro swiped that computer right off the table with her huge.
Well, I hope she didn't fucking put a bomb in it, dude. Think about it.
That's racist.
What are you talking about? That's racist. They started it.
Not every Jew is rigging pagers to blow
electronics. Up. It wasn't just the pagers.
But not every Jew.
It was radios.
Not every Jew.
Not every Jew.
A lot of them, but not everyone.
Like I said, it's more of like it's the same thing with our own government. It's the same idea. The government of Israel. Like it doesn't. Everybody wants the same thing, but the government is run by people who profit off of all this stuff happening. So, and their friends, and like, that's the whole game, is like, we're just going to continue doing what we can as we farce this whole, like, we're elected and this is all, you know, a real thing. Like, I don't think any of it is real at the end of the day. It's all show. But my tax dollars are very real, and they're going over there in droves. It's a real shame.
I was just about to say, it's a real shame.
It's a crying shame. And I'm crying about it.
I rode the bumper cars with Sadie.
Oh, fuck.
I smashed these kids.
I was going to say, did you guys ride together?
Oh, yeah. Because she's still not big enough to go by herself.
Yeah. Well, so what we have to do, because I love doing this whenever, like, I go to Kennywood and shit, is like, you have to team up with, like,
yeah,
you have to have at least one other person there, and then you can really fucking fuck somebody over.
So, and Jacqueline has video. Actually, we'll go up there. Jacqueline has video after we're done with this.
Yeah.
So here's the way I always succeed in bumper cars. Everyone's so worried about jamming everybody else up.
No, I'm picking up speed. I need to be fast. That's so the whole key.
I'm so glad you said that.
You're gonna tell me, guy. Bro, I know my way around a fucking.
And if you go in the perimeter,
oh yeah, you can just you can really own it. And pick your prey. You can blindside people. Don't tell me like I don't fucking know, dude.
We're the same person.
That's why, like I said, when you have two people, you can really get the tornado of death, and they blast somebody, and then as soon as they're like jostled but like back together, you fucking mash them from the like. It's a goddamn bloodbath out there.
Sadie was ugly laughing because
so
like, I'll come around and like I'll see someone and they look. It's a wounded fucking animal.
You know, people know too. They look and
they can't back up, and I go, "You're looking right at their eyes."
Listen, that's what a fucking bug feels like. It's just about to be smashed, dude. Just deer in the headlights, just because they look and they're just like they brace for it, you know.
But they're not looking at my car. No. They're looking at my eyes. And we're not even going that fast. That's the problem. You can see me coming. You just fucking, I'm coming.
I'm glad we're on the same page in the bumper cars.
Smash them, dude. Yeah, at least there's some we get along with, you know.
Well, no. I mean, that's just, we're smart men, you know. That's just a tactical, type situation. Well, I'm not going to be bumped.
We're type A personalities, like
no. I'm like, type Sigma. For sure.
We're alpha, right?
No,
because the betas are in the middle going, oh, I just got bumped. I'm gonna bump this person, and then we come in at full speed and cream pie the whole
about
fucking.
Bumping. It's about not getting bumped. Like that's the other thing. Like I'm going to dive bomb you, but I'm also not going to get bumped. Or if I get bumped, it's gonna be a glancing blow.
A Japanese.
I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna fucking deliver way more knockout blows than I'm ever gonna get hit. You know.
Yeah.
You call your shots. Like,
so listen, the Japanese Zeros.
Yeah.
With the welded cockpits shut.
Well, I mean, I would have busted mine open, but
they're a bunch of little bumblebees, right?
Yeah.
Where you have an F-13 or F-15, that they can come and deliver serious damage.
A payload.
See what I'm saying? So like,
a huge hog of a payload.
Of course, the Zeros took out a couple people and a couple like systems in a ship or something like that. But if we give one of our fighters to come out,
it's going to blow. It's going to sink your ship.
Or the A-10 Warthog, it goes.
Well, that's a whole different. What are you talking, naval warfare here or what?
Well, it don't matter. I mean,
that's what we were talking about for a second.
I was just trying to do a comparison of the like
the difference in plane. And like all planes are different to do different things. Like it's
but because
a fighter plane is light. Like if I wouldn't want,
because of bumper cars. That's why I brought it up. Like because
I am kamikazeing into people. Absolutely, no regard to my own health and safety.
Say you got rocked around pretty hard.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's what you got to kind of like.
Loved it.
It is fun.
She was sad though; she couldn't get her own car.
Yeah, but
we have to work on that.
Yeah. It's standard.
She's not old enough yet, like tall enough.
Yeah. She's not built like that.
Yeah, not yet. Soon.
I was gonna say, give it another year or two. but it's just they can't. It's standard kid stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She has. So Jacqueline has video of it too. She also has an attraction to. If anybody's been Busch Gardens, they have the little airplanes that have the little hydraulic lever. So like they go in a circle and you can go up or down or up or whatever. So I told her, I was like, get in there and you hold this fucking lever back as it goes and you just pull it up. She was allowed to ride that by herself. This is the first ride she's ever rode by herself ever. And she was up in this airplane, this little biplane like the Red Baron.
The Red Baron.
Yeah. And holding that lever back, because everyone else, these other kids her age are half retarded, and they're like,
they don't know what they're doing, dude.
And she's just holding this lever so hard back, and she's up in the air as it goes around, and all the kids are like kind of low, below her. It's awesome. Good parent moment.
I mean, pretty cool.
I rode those same fucking things. That's what's so cool.
That is pretty cool.
I've been going to that park forever. I love it. And I'm going to continue the tradition regardless of my family goes. But the same airplanes that my kid rode, I rode. So it's pretty awesome.
It is. I mean, you should let me come. Well, I'll come eventually.
Yeah. It's cool down there, man.
I've never been.
Bro, and especially the Halloween stuff that they do this time of year. That's why I like it even more. And then I get my turkey leg. They have it every year down in New France. So Busch Gardens has an area. The way they set their map is countries.
Oh, so it's like the ethnic segregation thing. That's smart. You should really keep them separated.
It works
at Busch Gardens.
It works for Busch Gardens.
It works for Busch Gardens.
So they
got the system figured out. Yeah, they figured out the whole colored non-colored situation.
Like I go to Ireland, man. I have a blast over there.
The Elon Musk of segregation.
Oh yeah,
you could say Busch Gardens.
Well, I mean, Africa is not invited. There's no Africa section.
No, it's implied. It's implied.
Well, regardless, they have this set up this way, and so the area in New France is very. It's like when
that would imply that there's an old France.
It would be so Canada.
Yeah. So technically, like, Canadian New France, or French colony,
right? So I think this is considered New France, considered like Canada.
Yeah.
So because they have the Alpengeist that's theirs to ride, and then they have, all these buildings are built out of. Like log cabin-esque, like Woodley type buildings.
Yeah.
See it, whatever. So one of the other things I look forward to every year is getting my turkey legs. They do smoked barbecue turkey legs.
Probably delicious.
Oh, it's so good. It's a huge turkey leg, but it's $25 dude. Don't care. I do it. It's one of those things. Yeah. I know it's giving one away.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
I love it. So I walk around the park,
especially if it's good.
Crush it. I fucking crush it.
It's good for you.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to come up.
Well, let's cook some up here, dude.
I'll still do it. It's fantastic. It's not the same though.
It might be better.
That's
true. If you let me run that smoker, I think I could really make some magic.
I trust you. Right.
Oh, trust you.
So I walk around the park with a lot of barbecue sauce in my face. And
it's kind of like and I'm like, it's hitting into people, and I'm kind of like pointing and stuff with it, and
tendons are flying off.
Yeah, it's a real fucking mess.
It's so good. Yep, love it there.
So what else you do
at the park, or just in general?
In general.
Where
would you guys stay?
So there's a resort called the Powhatan or Powhatan. I forget how you call that Indian tribe. I think it's Powhatan. Maybe not. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Whatever. So they have a resort where there's a bunch of condos, and they have a little golf course on there and a restaurant on there. They have a pool. I sent you a snap of the pool.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. There's a pool.
Yeah. Indoor, pretty sweet. One of them. They have outdoor too. But they have a bunch of like parks around. Like they have it's a very old what would you call, kind of like a plantation, because there's like a
settlement. It was one of the colonies.
It's Williamsburg is, but I'm talking about where I was staying. So this resort was a plantation,
a manor or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was turned into in the 80s turned into like a place where people can come and sleep.
That's cool. I mean, you slept in the not in the big house, not in the big house. Obviously, you slept in the slaves' quarters.
Exactly where the blacks would have stayed.
It's I mean, you're kind of the blacks, the whites, so
right.
kind of. I mean, we can't have you in the big house. It's just.
I'm not proud of it. Just
so Busch Gardens, they know what they're doing. Yep. They know what they're doing.
I'm not proud of our history. I'm just telling you how it is.
Ken would have to sit at the back of the bus too, is what he's saying.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe not the back, but pretty far back.
Oh,
it'd be inconvenient.
I'd have been back.
It would be inconvenient.
They were like, ends, get this straight to the back. Oh, what are you? A fucking some
slab,
some mill hunky slab? Yeah. You're back there, but you have a little bit of control over the blacks, though. Not much, just a little bit. Yeah,
yeah. Like I said, I get it. Like I said, Busch Gardens has it figured out, dude. They know what they're doing.
Great. Let's go to Busch Gardens, dude.
I'm
come with my kid next year.
I would love to.
Like, we'll just go and fuck off. And actually, we'll go to this resort. It's so cheap too, and I'll keep going back there. You stay in the resort. You literally have your own condo that's not even attached. It's a duplex.
I was gonna say we could do an Airbnb too. I don't know what
we can
because we could get.
It's almost not worth it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
To see where we are. What it is.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. So
it's great, man. They look great, and then we're in the same building, but we have a separate. It's like a duplex. So there's a common area.
Is it like a up and down or is it?
Yeah, up and down. Yeah. It's fucking sweet. And then we have the whole resort to golf on or to go to eat on or swim on. But then 5 minutes down the road, you're in Colonial Williamsburg or you're in Busch Gardens, which that's why I didn't finish the story. I was in Colonial Williamsburg, which was very hard this year with Sadie. She's 4. A couple years ago when I was there with her, easy because she's 2 and she's in a stroller. So we got to do everything I wanted to do and see. But this time, if anybody is listening that's ever been there, there's a lot of walking in Colonial Williamsburg. There's no cars allowed in that section of town.
I mean, I'd drive mine around, but, I'd be respectful.
Well, it's funny because people live there. They bought those houses.
Yeah.
They're part of the historical society, but
you can't make any alterations. That's the whole.
You can't do shit.
So
it's even worse than living up here with a historic house.
Well, I was going to say in the real estate world, that's a whole fucking.
It's a nightmare.
Like historic buildings and shit, you can only do certain things. You can't touch certain things. Like there's all sorts of bullshit.
And theirs are worse because it's colonial.
Well, on the residential side, it's probably a little easier, but
I don't know, man. They won't.
But they're still probably you can't have a car. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, they won't even let you. So you can't drive to your house between 10 a.m. or 10 a.m.
I was going to say you have to be able to. Like there's it has to be, but like during the day, yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
Well, that's. But I mean, I don't know. It's cool, but like I would never fucking live there. Fuck that.
No, I mean the houses are so beautiful too because they're a piece of Americana. Like,
well, maybe
American
But
history.
the other thing, somebody who's buying a house like that's not their only house.
Oh no way! Come on.
That's probably that. Yeah. We should buy one and then just get turn it into a real shithole, dude.
Oh, dude, like make it a slum, like a trap house,
literally, but like an old timey, like a brothel, like a gambling brothel / liquor store.
One of those houses probably was.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean. So it's technically the historic society has to allow it.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should really break ground. And we can make a killing.
Let's do it. The dirtiest fucking.
Well, it's a brothel. It's a classy establishment.
Can you imagine what a brothel would have smelled like back in the turn of the century?
Well, people stunk back then to begin with.
They stink now. I can't imagine what
back then it was not good.
Yeah, if you're hitting it from the back, that fucking butt air,
it's clapping, dude. It's clapping, and Ken makes it clap for a real one. On God,
it burns your nose hairs. That's for sure. But you got to get it done.
Like I said, it would have stunk. Is I think what we're driving at here. Yeah, we should do that.
A house in Colonial Williamsburg is probably not attainable. It's like being in the inner circle with.
That's
what's his face, Phil. Punxsutawney Phil.
Oh, I mean, I kind of know the guy.
Just saying.
He's a little flighty sometimes.
I don't know if you've ever been to Colonial Williamsburg. These houses are.
Yeah, I could probably afford it.
Dude, what the fuck do they call it? Palace, where the governor lives.
Palace. The palace.
The governor's palace.
In Colonial Williamsburg?
It's not a palace. It's
probably like
it's the governor's house.
The governor's manor or something.
Yeah,
they're back in the day, so it's the same thing. Like
it's so
huge, a priest used to have a house.
Yeah.
They still do sometimes. Like shit like that, you would live, like if you're in an elected position, you would live.
Yeah, the cool thing
it's the same thing as the White House.
But the cool thing about the way they have this set up is they have this huge manor for the governor stays. It's the biggest place in town, right? Yeah. Obviously,
it's got the most slaves.
So everybody can look up. Well, I was just about to say, so he's two houses that attaches right to it where all the ends stay on each side of the manor, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But it looks down. It's cool artistically because you look down the main drag. There's kind of like a courtyard in the middle. They're trying to keep it historically accurate too, but who knows if it's actually accurate. But down that main drag, like all these people live in the row type houses. Mm-hmm. And at the end, you have this big governor's palace or manor or whatever thing. You know,
it's a mansion.
It's pretty cool. It's huge.
How many rooms do you think? How many square foot do you think?
Holy fuck. All right, so that's probably better for me to guess.
Actually, just the external dimensions.
Actually, let me just Google it real quick.
I was going to say, I'm sure.
I have to know.
I'm sure the info's out there. It has to be.
Yeah, so this would be, I'll tell you what it's called. I think it's called Palace.
It might be. I'm just fucking riffing here, guy.
Yep. Governor's house, and this would be Colonial. It's called Governor's Palace. Fuck yeah.
I was gonna say I'm not.
I knew it.
I'm just saying it's weird that they called it a palace.
They did. I'll show you a quick picture.
Like first. I said, it kind of takes the steam out for me. Oh well, so that's like a that makes. I'm not gonna come on, guy, pipe down. I mean, your brightness is like me. Like I keep mine all the way down. Autism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a palace, but it is pretty big. It's a big sizable fucking hog. You know, I could probably afford it though. I could get a great rate. That rhinoplasty.
It's not going to help you back then.
Then, maybe times. I probably wouldn't. I would. They probably. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good
square footage. Let's find out.
Well, it's huge. I would say that's probably in the 20,000 square foot to 25,000 square foot range.
Well,
maybe even bigger.
See. It's built technically in. That says 1931. That cannot be true.
It might.
Maybe they're talking about the Reconstruction or something. Bro, that town is a settlement. You know what I mean? It's from the 1700s.
Allegedly.
Late 1600s.
Allegedly. I wasn't around back then. I couldn't tell you.
I wonder how fucking big it is. That says it. Show me how fucking big it is.
He's really interested in the girth. Just get to the chase.
Whatever, dude. The whole town of Colonial Williamsburg is 301 acres.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like...
Done. I'll do this. I'm not here for history class.
I'm sure it's super high is what I'm saying.
Our bard was directly involved in the cracking of the Liberty Bell. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I think our podcast was too, in some way. I mean, we had to have inspired at least one of the founding fathers.
Yeah, you could be George. He was ugly as fuck, dude.
George?
I'm more of like a
he's
Ben Franklin guy.
Yeah, I could see you as a Franklin. You're not that smart, but like more of his vibe. Like he's like a jolly kind of like drunkard. You know, like he's a nice guy. He does some cool shit on occasion. Like, yeah, I could see that.
Do you think most people were retarded back then?
Well, I think they. So yes, I think. Well, retarded by what standard? I don't think retarded, but like they were more intelligent than that. If you're talking IQ level, like today equivalent, maybe I don't know. Like the founding fathers were probably all in like the 120s to 140s. I would say, give or take. You know, why? I think they were geniuses. They really were for the time. They drafted like it's.
Though, like 2 people did that.
No,
I'm talking about the average.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They weren't, but those people weren't retarded. Like, you know what I'm saying? They weren't smart by any means, but that was a lack of education. I think. Like, if they were educated in the same way, like that's the thing is people have not like now you can fucking look on your phone and look up anything. You can learn anything you want nowadays. But back then, bro, you didn't know shit. You learned how to farm from your parents, hopefully, unless you were born into some money or something, you know. Then you took over the family business or whatever.
Well, I think people today are just retarded. Because
absolutely, today. Well, that's the thing.
You have access to all the information.
That's the irony of the situation is we have all the information we could ever want and more at our fingertips.
And we're still retarded.
And that's what I'm saying. It's too much. It's an overload. It was better when people were retarded by, you know, natural means.
Oi, bruv.
Couple sodomites and frilly lace. Yeah, like I said, it was when people were naturally retarded. It was much instead of artificially retarded. It was much better, I think. At least the slavery thing, not very cool.
Here's the cool thing: everyone was still always retarded.
Well, that's but
retarded.
Yeah, but to what degree? Like today, there's no excuse to be retarded, unless you're medically retarded. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking medically retarded tonight.
No, to watch like that, classy guy like you. I don't think so. You know, you'd be dumb. You'd be dumb not to buy a watch like that.
Price is Right. My kid told me I had
it always is. It always is, you know.
Bob Barker over here. Was he Price is Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice reference.
We had our first paintball team ever was Bob Barker's Beauties.
That's funny. Are you talking about Vanna White?
It probably no. I don't know if that's. I don't know the names of them, but I know there were famous models and stuff.
Come on.
I just don't know. I'm going to be very honest with you.
Vanna White would live in the governor's palace.
Maybe.
All right. It's American television personality. Oh, she's Wheel of Fortune. I'm one of the retards.
Like I said,
just talking about.
I didn't want to say it, but like, you know, I knew it wasn't right, but I don't know the answer. You know what I mean? But I knew that one was not it. It should have been you. Do
you have any local topics?
I have plenty of stories.
Bring one up. Is it time or is it too late?
No, let me find at least like the best nuggets because I got too many. You know, too much shit happening in the world and stuff. And
are we at an hour? I don't even know where we are. So you know what? I think we are. Give me your funny one. Let's end it.
Yeah. Let me pick the funniest one I got here. Oh, this one. This one's a good one. So I can't. This paywalled.
I hate that shit. There's a way to get around. I know there's websites you can get around the paywall.
Yeah, you allegedly can. Give me 1 second to try to make sure I get the full fucking headline here. Because this one is, I can ad lib, but I want to make sure I read it right because it just reads so good. It's not the super load. Okay, here we go. You fucking... Hold on. I got this. Oh, with the screenshot. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to screen record. This is the level of autism I have to go through to get... Because this is going to fucking...
Well, here, while you're loading... I was going to bring this up earlier. Margot, check this shit out, dude.
Oh, yeah. Nice logo.
One of my work shirts.
Well, that one's mine. That one's mine.
This is actually...
But he spilled a bunch of fucking wine on it.
No, I didn't.
He definitely did.
Listen, I'd give this motherfucker the shirt off my back.
And he literally is about to here in a second.
Either way, had a couple of these made. I have to get a couple more made. I'm just going to wait because I spent a lot of money on these and then they were the wrong fucking size. And
I'll still wear it, dude.
Yeah. All right. Either way, doesn't matter.
All right, let me hit you with this headline. And don't laugh because it's not funny.
No, I don't laugh.
New study highlights prostate cancer disparities in transgender women.
What the fuck?
Who would have guessed that you would find more cases of prostate cancer in transgender women than you would regular women?
That's so strange.
Such a strange phenomena. I don't think that's true.
Here's the cool thing. How many women get prostate cancer? Not transgender. I just mean biological women.
Not many, I don't think.
Do you think any?
Maybe one, because you could be a hermaphrodite. Like that is a thing, and you could. It depends.
Maybe one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There are people, and I'm not. This is like the very ultra rare, ultra like messed up. No offense to anybody out there, but you do have.
Does happen. Well,
you can be all female presenting, but still have internal testicles. And like.
Or you can actually have both external too. There's
I don't know. Maybe there's got to be somewhere. I'd be curious to see that. You could send me that website.
I will
when we're done here.
I will. It's true.
Which one? There's so many.
That's disgusting. Which one?
Ken's looking for that front hole. Is what he's saying. So you got it. Bring it on. 412-613-1116. Ken definitely is interested in taking a look at that.
I would never, dude. I'm not going to look at that fucking shit.
Yinsboys.com. The real Yinsboys is gmail.com. All the social media, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Also, we have a bunch of people we have to get on the pod. We're just kind of, like I said, we're flying by the seat of our pants right now. We don't have a schedule put together, but it's coming. We will get back to you. Give it a minute, please. Thank you.
I agree. Thanks, guys.
He's gonna give me the shirt off his Oh, there's a fucking nice Bic pen in here.